good, y'all? So, yes, I am back again. I know we are still in quarantine, so again, it's the same thing every day. It just seems like a broken record, or like that show on Netflix called Russian Doll, when she like kept living the same moment over and over again, or Groundhog Day. This is literally what quarantine feels like. So this video is going to be about how to edit and create a video only using your iPhone. You gotta go with iPhone. Now, I am not a guru, but a lot of people do ask me and they say, Regine, how do you make your videos, girl? Okay, I'll take you step by step on how I do my videos. So how I do my videos is different. These are the things that I need. I think that they may help you, and I will go step by step. So the number one thing that I use is obviously my iPhone. iPhone has great settings. You can turn your settings up to like 4K, etc., all that good stuff. You have so many different hacks that you can use on your iPhone to give you better quality in video. Not only that, you have tricks and hacks that I use from YouTube videos as well. I will put my favorite video that I use for hacks in the description box. Especially for iPhone users, this is perfect. Click that link. That will help you out so much. Number 2, apps. Apps matter a lot. So when it comes to apps, I use Picsart, I use PhotoGrid, I use Eraser, I use Inshot, and I use iMovie. And sometimes, depending on what it is that I'm doing, if it's a dance video, I use Premiere Rush. So I use all 5 of those apps. I'll again put them in the description box. I use those, and what do I use them for? So I use Picsart and I use PhotoGrid and Eraser for my thumbnails and my photos. So you want a good thumbnail. You don't want thumbnails that are just like, you look like you made your thumbnail with the paint program. You don't want no like thumbnail that looks like that. Like, you want thumbnails that stands out. I like to use on my PhotoGrid, I like to use the mosaic feature on PhotoGrid. And basically what that does is it blurs everything around me, if that makes sense. And I use this app, and I use Picsart, and I use Picsart as well. Picsart does the same thing. So you can basically do the mosaic type of feature, the cutout feature of yourself with thumbnails on Picsart. You can do that too. So Picsart and PhotoGrid I use, and Eraser. I use Eraser for many things, and not even the app Eraser. I don't just use it for thumbnails. I use it for like my flyers when I'm teaching dance classes, or my flyers when I'm like trying to promote a show or something like that. Speaking of, I have a show coming up right here. Boop, 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 boop. It's gonna be Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's a sketch comedy. It's gonna be funny. It's with my girl Taisha. We went to middle school together. It's gonna be lit, y'all. Make sure y'all go to and please watch that live. It's gonna be funny. Support black women. It's a black lady sketch comedy. Not the one that you used to on HBO. But yeah, it's like, amateur black lady sketch comedy, and it's gonna be fun, and I want y'all to be there. Please make sure that you tune in 8 o'clock Saturday, April 25th. But anyway, about Eraser, I use that just to basically have a PNG background. With PNG is basically a transparent background. So if I want to just have all of this behind me gone and just me, that is PNG, and that's what Eraser is for. Eraser's for that. That's for anything. It's not just thumbnails. So now we can get to the video, right? So these apps that I use in the video, I use Inshot, and I use iMovie, and I use Premiere Rush for my dance videos. So because here's the cat's out the bag, y'all. I don't have a laptop. So I have to use my iPhone. I had to learn how to use my iPhone and make things work with my iPhone. One day I will be blessed to have an iPad or a laptop or whatever. I do have a laptop, but it's a Google Chromebook, and on top of that, it's a borrowed Chromebook. I'm only on there as a guest. So with that being said, I'm limited to features of editing, etc., and all those great things. But when I graduate up, honey, to a MacBook or whatever, you can't tell me nothing. You're not gonna be able to tell me nothing about my videos. My videos gonna be popping. So anyway, what I use Inshot and I use iMovie. I use iMovie to basically put the movie together. Like, I feel like iMovie, in my humble opinion, is better for cutting, splitting, and editing and shortening videos. Like, if you want to put the videos together, perfect. In my humble opinion, I think Inshot is not that good for that. It's good for splitting. It's really good. They got that split feature right there. You just split, delete, and that's great. But when it comes to putting like videos together, for me, it's kind of tedious. I think because they don't have enough space in between the videos that's cut. So whereas iMovie, they have that whole space in between where you can move and open, etc. So basically, I use Inshot for music. It's perfect. I can just get my music, extract the audio from somewhere, and put it right inside of my video. So that's where I use that for music. I also use Inshot for putting photos on videos. Like this video, I could just put a photo here, I could put a photo here, I could put a photo here. So, like, you know, I could just put a photo anywhere when I'm using Inshot. You can use that feature on Inshot, and the feature on Inshot is, I think it's called adhesive, or like the sticker. So yeah, there's that. I use both of those videos and I just export them. And yeah, Inshot's great for putting your logo on there too. Like, if you want to put your logo on your video, like what I used to do, I used to put my logo right at the bottom. And honey boo boo child, it used to be amazing and popping. Number 3, good lighting. I struggle with lighting, and I'm going to be honest. The reason why I struggle with lighting is because where I live, the house has nothing but awnings. And on top of that, it's against the sun. So and on top of that, where I live in the tri-state area, as most of you know, it's pretty dark most days. It's gloomy. It's always overcast. The weather here is not that good. It's never really sunny outside. Whereas if you live on the West Coast, or you live in the South, or even Philly, because Philly is also near the tri-state area, Philly as well, you have great sunshine because there's not a lot of buildings, not a lot of pollution. So that plays into a huge factor. That's why when you see a lot of these New York videos, a lot of the times it looks kind of gray and it looks dark. That's because of the lighting in the area, whereas my videos in Rio were always really bright. Lighting is my weakest link. It's not my favorite thing. So what I did, and what I'm going to tell you to do, I bought a ring light. Yup, it's coming in the mail soon. I should have bought the ring light for my phone, because sometimes you don't want to set that big old ring light up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that thing is annoying. But like, I went ahead and bought the big one. I bought the big ring light, and I will definitely invest in a small ring light for my phone. And I promise you, it's going to be such a big difference, because I've used ring lights before and my videos were, oh my goodness. I was just like, why don't I have a ring light? Like, what the hell? Why don't I have a ring light in my house? So, yeah. Ring lights are perfect. Get a ring light, honey. And also play with the exposure feature on your iPhone. Play with the exposure feature. Play with the brightness a little bit. Turn it up, etc. All that other stuff. Another tip for when you are shooting your videos, when it comes to light, you want to have the camera pretty much with the light either behind you or on the side a little bit. So behind the camera, shooting towards you, or on the side a little bit, whichever side you want. Depends on you. Like right now, you can't tell, but I have my window open, trying to get as much light as possible on the side, and that's what's helping me with the lighting in my room. I also have these amazing lights, these Christmas lights, or pepper lights as they call them. Anyway, so let's get to number 4, honey. A tripod. You're gonna need it. I hate to say it, you're gonna need it. I'm gonna show you the ones that I use. I use one that I borrowed it from a friend of mine. This tripod basically is like bendable, flexible. You can do whatever you want with it. I I also have a gimbal stand as well. This I use for my dance videos. So these, I love this gimbal, specifically the Zhiyun Smooth 4. I love this gimbal because I'm able to zoom in, zoom out, and have that, what is it called? Video. I forgot what it's called. I'll find the word and I'll just tag it. This word, I use that feature to zoom in, zoom out, and it's so smooth, stabilizes everything. Sadly, you are going to need a stand. You're going to need a tripod. In my humble opinion, I do not think you putting it on like a shoebox with a I don't know, a milk carton behind it is suffice. Because it's gonna fall. It's not stable. You know what I'm saying? It's just not good. I used to do it too, and you know, sometimes I do it for my TikToks when I'm doing dance videos and stuff like that. You know, that is how you edit my that's how you edit. That's how I edit my videos. That's how I edit my videos. That's what I do. If you have any tips, you could drop them below as well. Again, I'm still a student to YouTube, but this is what a lot of people have asked me. How do I do these things? So yeah, I'll be doing a part 2 for the process of my videos, and that I will probably talk about content creation. How do I come up with content? How do I keep coming up with content? I will also talk about how long it takes for me to edit videos. I will also talk about all these different other things and all that great stuff. So look out for part 2, you guys. That's it for today. Love y'all. I hope y'all are doing good. I have some really, really big news, but I think that I will only tune in.